I wanted to make a video today. I'll try to make it short, something like under 3-4 minutes. The topic is I see a lot of guys complaining and asking, why do girls, well, as you call them, bitches, why do girls love assholes? Um, the thing is, whatever you call them, assholes, bad boys, felons, criminals, whatever bullshit, you know? Why is it that every time you watch a movie, it's not the nice guy who gets the girls? It's always some type of criminal, some guy who has debts, some type of crook, a snowboard guy, a boxer, a broke artist. You know, instead of the normal guy who works a 9 to 5 job and does whatever the fuck society tells him to do. The thing is, girls don't like assholes. Okay, that's not true. You don't have to be an asshole for women to like you. But there's one thing that all these people that I just named have in common, which is attractive to women. Um, to describe it easily, I call it, let's say, a passion, a burning desire for life itself. Because whatever you say, whatever you do, whatever you may think, um, a beautiful woman, she gets approached at least, let's say, let's be super optimistic, 5 to 10 times a day, which actually, especially if it's a Friday or a Saturday, is something more like 15 to 30 times a day. That woman, she gets approached at her work when she's walking the street. She gets stared on the subway. She gets stared at the bus, everywhere. Guys come up to her and they try to whatever, say something, impress her, or just show that they're different. But you know what's the problem? Every single guy wants to be different. So every single guy is trying to show her that he's different. So if everybody is doing something to show they're different, what's actually happening? That means nobody's different and everybody's doing the exact same thing over and over again. So the thing that all these bad boys have in common is they do stuff that they do for themselves. They don't do it for the woman. They do it for them, for their passion, for their drive in life. It's not because they're a criminal, they're attractive. No, it's because they're willing to take a risk, to step outside your comfort zone. If I told you right now that you can continue working your job, but instead of going to the bar or, let's say, smoking cigarettes, you save up some money, and then for a month you decide to just hitchhike, travel somewhere, backpack, meet different girls, sleep, somewhere just to get life experience. Would you do it? It sounds pretty cool, but would you do it? No, you won't. You may say you'll do it, but if right now I give you $10,000 and I tell you go and do it, you won't, because you'd rather be like, I might buy a car, I might pay off some debts, I might buy my girlfriend this or buy myself this or all that bullshit. The problem with you and with most people in this society is you don't have the opportunity to do something great with your life. But the thing is, even if you had the opportunity, you wouldn't take it. You know why? Because the fact that you don't have the opportunity right now is the fact that you don't deserve that opportunity to do something great with your life. And all these bad boys, all these people, what they do is they take their life into their own hands. And what is attractive to women is that passion, that drive, that the fact that they decide to do things differently, the fact that they don't ask for permission, they just go for it. Whatever you want to do, man. You want to write a fucking poem and you want to fucking do it in the middle of the street. You want to just be sitting around, and instead of just being a fucking loser, you want to read a book instead of being on your iPhone. You want to be different. Man, I've been judged for reading fucking books on the subway, because people don't understand that millions of dollars of wisdom can be contained in a $10 book. So you see, anything you do different, anything you step outside the norms of society is considered strange and weird, and people are afraid of that. And I find that is the biggest issue in this world, because you can't try to be different. You have to be different. And if you have to be different, then you have to do things differently. So stop trying to be creative and original. Just live a life that is creative and different. So next time you approach a woman at a bar, you won't be trying to be someone you're not. You won't be trying to say something creative or weird or special or different, because she's gonna see through that bullshit. You think women are stupid? Man, women are way more connected to their emotions and feelings than we are. So she's gonna smell that you're, as they say, fake it till you make it. And I like faking till I make it because it just sends your mind state. But that's why you do it, because you want to improve. You don't do it to impress her. You do it to impress yourself, to move forward. So if you ever see a bad boy pulling girls or whatever, don't be envious, don't be jealous. You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna look at him. You're gonna try to listen. Don't stalk though. Like, if you can overhear the conversation, then put your fucking headphones down and listen. Listen to what he says. Listen to what he does. Listen to what he says. Stop being so fucking jealous of people. They don't get the woman because they are evil. They get the woman because they are exciting, because they are different, because they offer her something that she cannot find anywhere else with all those fucking beta males that float around the city and are fucking everywhere. And then they bitch on fucking forums and being like, oh my god, but they're assholes and they're not gonna have anything in the future. You know what's funny? Most billionaires in the world, they didn't do shit of what people told them. They did everything their own fucking way. You know what happens? They're fucking billionaires right now. So if you think that bad boys later, the guys in high school, okay, they used to bully you. I'm not saying bullying is good, but whatever. If you say they're gonna be fucking losers, you're gonna be a doctor, and you're gonna be a lawyer or whatever, and then they're gonna regret it. You know what? Maybe if they drop out of school, they're gonna be a fucking loser or whatever. But most of them, if you live an exciting lifestyle, something is gonna happen, man. You're gonna meet someone, they're gonna meet an entrepreneur, they're gonna meet someone on the street, they're gonna start a business, they're gonna do something because they have that drive inside. And you don't have to be born with it. Some people have a talent for it, but you don't have to be born. You can cultivate it. Because I find every person has the chance to be great. It's just they don't want to be great because they're afraid. That's your problem.